Tom Cruise ride a motorcycle right off a cliff, literally holding our breath,
launching himself off the cliff.
The biggest stunt in cinema history.
I mean, we still did it better, and 15 years ago.
Oh, that was scary! Oh my God! I know you can do it.
Holy, that was a hell of a ride!
The iconic Nitro Circus Grand Canyon jump. When anyone ever asks me, what's your favorite stunt you ever did, or the best thing you ever did with Nitro, or the scariest thing you ever did, it's the Grand Canyon. That stunt incorporated so many elements and so many different things that were awesome and epic and freaking terrifying. It was something that Travis wanted to do for the end of his documentary, 199 Lives. He wanted to ride off into the sunset with a blonde on the back of his motorcycle. Lo and behold, it had to be a Nitro Circus fashion, and of course, Travis style, and he wanted to ride off into the Grand Canyon and then base jump off of a motorcycle.
Time and time again, Jolene shows up all of the guys. And not just with her skill on a motorcycle, but her toughness. And whenever you think something can't be done, Jolene figures out a way to do it. And I think she uses a lot of the negativity that she's gotten her whole life because she's a girl and she grew up in this world where everyone's like, you can't do it because. And she's like, I'll show you. And I think that's kind of a lot what fuels Jo.
I didn't have a lot of skydives under my belt when we showed up at the Grand Canyon, but I did have the training and I did have my license and I did have everything that I needed to do in order to have the knowledge to put the two things together. And that was probably the scariest part of everything. Was I'd learned how to skydive, I knew how to ride a motorcycle, but putting the two together and making sure that you didn't panic, there wasn't any mishaps or problems, those things we, weren't gonna know what the outcome was until the day. There was a lot of things that happened that day to make it probably one of the most insane, crazy, scariest, but epic and amazing experiences I have ever had.
Grand Canyon, Nitro Circus style, we got 10 of the finest bikes you've ever seen. And as a matter of fact, this bike doesn't even have a foot peg.
Everything didn't go smoothly, at all. It wasn't just Travis and I doing the one jump. Suddenly we're doing a bazillion jumps that day instead of just one.
Put this on, don't worry. It's just the Grand Canyon. Aim there, wide open, flip, hook, spin, flail, pull, shoot within 10 seconds. And if you die, you gotta yell, holy crap, that was a hell of a ride! And you gotta put your thumbs up so we can take a picture of it.
I mean, there's even Eric's part where he'd never even really ridden a motorcycle before, so he's over in the corner trying to learn how to ride a dirt bike so that he can ride it off the Grand Canyon and base jump. What the fuck? This is not normal. We are not normal.
Yeah, dude, that helmet's great. See you at the bottom.
Crumb built the ramp. Jankiest piece of crap ever, but I love him with all my heart. He did the best job he could. But have you seen Tom Cruise's ramp? There's $5,000 and there's $5 million. And I mean, we still did it better. And 15 years ago or however many years ago it's been, I don't even know. It was all in true Nitro Circus form. That's the thing. We always knew stuff was janky, but I think that was always just part of our style and part of what we did. And the professional level of things was always a little bit bottom of the barrel, but.
Travis wants to go one more time. He's gonna try a Rodeo 720.
I'm going off that one.
Travis's jump later in the day didn't go the way he planned it, and we genuinely thought that he was dead. We were up on the top of the canyon and we couldn't get communication with Travis. He wasn't moving and he had hit the wall just as his parachute was opening, so it didn't look good. So there was actually 2 minutes where the entire crew, and we thought he was actually dead. We thought that he didn't make it through that one.
Greg, do you have a visual on Travis? How does he look? How messed up?
He's actually conscious and coherent.
He's never base jumping again, he just told me, and he's got cactus poking out every inch of his body. Joe, is there any way you can come pick us up off this ledge?
Just watch out for the rotor blades and have him get on really slow.
That dude, that's some messed up right there. You know what I'm saying?
Almost died, tumbled down a cactus-ridden hill with no pads on whatsoever, because in my mind, a base jump was either 100% good or 100% bad. I didn't think about that middle ground of like barely opening and tumbling through a cactus field.
I had actually exactly what I wanted off the top. Good, did a front flip, and instead of tracking, I was like, oh cool, I'll do another one. And when I did the second one, I saw my bike, it might have been the helicopter, I don't know, I saw something right above me.
It scared you.
And I thought, crap, like this thing's gonna, like if I open right now, I'm done. So I went to track out, and then I thought, well, I'm gonna not open in time.
Yeah.
So I opened, I went thunk, 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 and then I stopped, and it was about 10 feet before another like 100-foot cliff.
Travis complaining about all of the cactus that he had rolled in and being a baby about that.
All right, we got swellbow, we got some road rash, got cacti everywhere. I went through like maybe 50 cacti.
Jolene pulls a cactus barb out of my butt that's like something that you see on like one of those Acme movies with Wile E. Coyote. Like it was like almost all the way through. And she pulls it out, I was like, whoa. Ow, damn.
Yeah,
He stabbed me again. Oh.
That came out of Travis's ass. This is what you get for scaring everybody into thinking that you died. You get cactus in your ass.
God bless her.
Not to be the complete moron, but as bad as it went, it couldn't have gone any better for that situation.
When it decided to go bad, it went well as far as bad goes.
The tandem jump with Travis did not go the way that we planned it, with just sort of the gravity of how that bike plummeted, I would like to say, instead of fly. Gravity came into play, and how we had planned for me to get off the motorcycle didn't actually go the way we wanted it to. I ended up getting stuck on the bike longer, and I wasn't supposed to be. I was supposed to get off the bike first. I was unable to sort of get myself disconnected from gravity pushing me and forcing me down onto Travis's back. So I had to wait for him to get off the bike before I was able to then grab the motorcycle and then push it away from me as fast as I could and get onto my stomach, pull my parachute. And by the time I opened, so much flailing and time had passed that I had floated towards the cliff ledge, and by the time I opened, it was right there, and I had to act really, really quickly without panicking in order to get myself flipped around, so I was going back the opposite direction and didn't slam into the wall and kill myself after, successfully getting away from a motorcycle I had just been entangled with.
She's on the bike facing the cliff, and from my angle, it looked like she's in the cliff. Seriously, I landed, I've never been that, after something, I almost blacked out. I was like, I just killed Jolene. She's dead.
She kind of gets caught up with the motorcycle and underneath. And I was like, that's it, I'm going in too. If she goes in, I'm going in. I vouched for her, and she was fine. I was about to have a heart attack, and Jolene's like, yeah, no, I was under control. She's like, hey, look, I'm under a bike. And she's like, I figured it out. I pulled the chute, what?
I just wanted to stay on the bike longer because I thought I had to kind of outdo Travis. I don't get that opportunity many times.
This is starting to get way too hard on my heart. It's straining the heart and the blood pressure and everything. We gotta stop doing this.
That day, Travis and I definitely became even closer because I take responsibility for my own actions. I'm the one that, chose to be a part of it. But I know he felt responsible. I'm here. I did it. It was messy. It was not okay.
From my angle, I'm tracking out, I look back, and she's still with the bike, she's facing the canyon, it looks like they're about to hit. I'm just like, if she doesn't open, I'm just going in.
I gave him the thumbs up. I was like, I'm good. And he's like,
freaking, I got some crazy friends.
I think we all had horseshoes up our asses that day because we did a lot of shit that we probably shouldn't still be here talking about. But hey, it wasn't our time, and it all worked out in the end.
When we say contraption, it's just anything that you just jerry-rig. Put some wheels on it and try to send it off a 50-foot jump.